Ladies and gentlemen, imagine this. You've spent decades working, sacrificing, and building a life of meaning. Now, in your golden years, you're finally free to explore the world, to chase the adventures you've always dreamed of, but lurking beneath the surface of those postcard-perfect destinations are dangers, hidden, insidious, and often overlooked. These are not the dangers of youth, where the risks are obvious and the consequences fleeting. No, these are the dangers that come with wisdom, with age, and with the fragility of a life well lived. And if you're over 70, you must confront them head on before your next journey. The first hidden danger of traveling after 70 is the illusion of invincibility, a psychological trap that can lead to serious consequences if not addressed. After decades of navigating life's challenges, it's easy to fall into the belief that you are indestructible. You've weathered storms, overcome obstacles, and built a life of resilience. This hard-earned confidence is admirable, but it can also blind you to the realities of aging. The body at 70 is not the same as the body at 40 or even 60. The stamina you once took for granted is diminished. Your joints may ache more, your balance may be less steady, and your immune system may not fight off illness as effectively as it once did. These changes are not failures. They are natural, inevitable parts of the aging process. But ignoring them or pretending they don't exist is a recipe for disaster. When you travel, you expose yourself to new environments, unfamiliar terrains, and physical demands that constrain even the healthiest individuals. A cobblestone street in Europe, a steep hike in the mountains, or even a long flight in a cramped airplane seat can become a significant challenge if you haven't prepared for it. Overestimating your physical capabilities can lead to accidents, injuries, or exhaustion, turning what should be an enriching experience into a painful ordeal. And let's not forget the psychological toll of realizing that your body can no longer keep up with your ambitions. This can lead to frustration, disappointment, and even a sense of loss, emotions that can overshadow the joy of travel. The key to overcoming this danger is honesty. You must confront your limitations head on, not with shame or denial, but with clarity and acceptance. This means consulting your doctor before your trip, discussing any health concerns, and getting advice on how to manage them while traveling. It means packing medications, mobility aids, or any other tools that can help you navigate your journey safely. It also means pacing yourself, choosing activities that align with your current abilities rather than trying to relive the adventures of your youth. By doing so, you honor the life you've lived and the body that has carried you through it, ensuring that your travels are not only safe, but deeply fulfilling. The second hidden danger of traveling after 70 is the abyss of isolation, a profound and often underestimated risk that can cast a shadow over even the most well-planned trip. Traveling, by its very nature, takes you out of your familiar environment and away from the people who form your support system. For seniors, this separation can be particularly challenging. The faces you see in a foreign country are strangers, the language may be unfamiliar, and the cultural norms can feel alienating. Even in the most welcoming destinations, the absence of loved ones can create a sense of loneliness that is difficult to shake. And loneliness, as research has shown, is not just an emotional burden, it has tangible physical consequences. It can weaken the immune system, exacerbate chronic conditions like heart disease, and even accelerate cognitive decline. In other words, isolation isn't just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. The problem is compounded by the fact that modern travel often emphasizes independence and self-reliance. While these are admirable qualities, they can also lead to a false sense of security. You might tell yourself that you're fine on your own, that you don't need anyone else to enjoy your trip. But humans are social creatures, and connection is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Without it, the joy of discovery can quickly turn into a sense of emptiness. The breathtaking view from a mountaintop loses its luster when there's no one to share it with. The vibrant energy of a bustling market feels overwhelming rather than exhilarating when you're navigating it alone. And in moments of difficulty, whether it's a missed flight, a health scare, or simply feeling lost, the absence of a familiar face can make the situation feel insurmountable. To combat this danger, you must be proactive about building connections and maintaining them. This could mean traveling with a companion, joining a group tour, or staying in accommodations that foster social interaction, such as bed and breakfasts or senior-friendly resorts. Technology can also be a lifeline, allowing you to stay in touch with family and friends through video calls, messages, or social media. But beyond these practical steps, it's important to cultivate a mindset of openness and curiosity. Strike up conversations with fellow travelers, engage with locals, and seek out experiences that bring you into contact with others. By doing so, you not only protect yourself from the dangers of isolation, but also enrich your journey with the warmth and depth of human connection. The third hidden danger of traveling after 70 lies in the labyrinth of healthcare abroad, a complex and often unpredictable system that can turn a minor health issue into a major crisis if not properly navigated. At home, you likely have a network of trusted doctors, pharmacies, and hospitals that you can rely on in times of need. But when you cross borders, that safety net disappears. Healthcare systems vary widely from country to country, and what you take for granted at home, clean facilities, accessible medications, prompt emergency care, may not be guaranteed elsewhere. In some destinations, medical infrastructure is underdeveloped or overburdened, leading to long wait times, inadequate treatment, or even a complete lack of services. In others, the cost of care can be exorbitant, particularly if you require specialized treatment or hospitalization. And even in countries with excellent healthcare systems, navigating them as a foreigner can be a daunting task, especially if language barriers or cultural differences come into play. The stakes are even higher for seniors, who are more likely to have pre-existing conditions or require ongoing medical attention. A sudden flare-up of a chronic illness, an unexpected injury, or even a severe case of food poisoning can quickly escalate into a life-threatening situation if you don't know where to turn for help. And let's not forget the logistical challenges. Do you know how to access emergency services in your destination? Are your medications legal and readily available there? Do you have a plan for managing your health if your trip is extended due to illness or injury? These are not hypothetical questions. They are critical considerations that can mean the difference between a minor inconvenience and a full-blown catastrophe. To mitigate this danger, preparation is key. Start by researching the healthcare system in your destination, including the location of reputable hospitals and clinics. Ensure you have comprehensive travel insurance that covers pre-existing conditions, emergency medical evacuation, and hospitalization. Carry a detailed medical summary, including a list of your medications, allergies, and chronic conditions, as well as contact information for your primary care physician. Pack a well-stocked medical kit with essentials like prescription medications, over-the-counter remedies, and first aid supplies. And finally, familiarize yourself with local emergency numbers and phrases that could help you communicate your needs in a crisis. By taking these steps, you not only protect your health, but also gain the peace of mind that allows you to fully enjoy your journey. The fourth hidden danger of traveling after 70 is the seduction of overambition, a subtle but pervasive trap that can undermine the very purpose of your journey. It's easy to fall into the mindset that because this may be one of your last opportunities to explore the world, you must make every moment count. You want to see every landmark, visit every museum, and experience every cultural event. You pack your itinerary to the brim, convinced that the more you do, the more you'll get out of your trip. But here's the paradox. The harder you push yourself to see and do everything, the less you actually experience. Fatigue sets in, stress mounts, and the joy of discovery is replaced by a sense of obligation. What was meant to be an enriching adventure becomes an exhausting checklist, leaving you drained rather than inspired. This danger is particularly acute for seniors whose physical and emotional reserves are not as robust as they once were. The energy you could once summon to power through a packed schedule is no longer as readily available. Long days of sightseeing, late nights of socializing, and constant movement from one destination to the next can take a toll on your body and mind. You may find yourself struggling to keep up, feeling frustrated by your limitations, or even resentful of the very trip you worked so hard to plan. And when exhaustion takes hold, it doesn't just diminish your enjoyment, it increases your risk of accidents, illness, and poor decision-making. The antidote to overambition is balance. This means being honest with yourself about what you can realistically handle and prioritizing quality over quantity. Instead of trying to see everything, focus on the experiences that truly matter to you. Build downtime into your schedule, allowing yourself to rest, reflect, and recharge. Embrace the idea that it's okay to miss out on some things, that a slower, more deliberate pace can lead to deeper and more meaningful connections with the places you visit. Remember, the goal of travel is not to check boxes or impress others. It's to enrich your life, broaden your perspective, and create lasting memories. By resisting the seduction of overambition, you give yourself the space to truly savor the journey, ensuring that your travels are not just productive, but profoundly fulfilling. The fifth hidden danger of traveling after 70 is the shadow of unpreparedness, a risk that can transform even the most promising trip into a chaotic and potentially hazardous ordeal. The world is an unpredictable place, and no matter how meticulously you plan, unexpected challenges can arise. Flights get delayed or canceled, passports are lost or stolen, natural disasters strike, and political unrest can erupt without warning. For seniors who may have less flexibility and resilience to adapt to sudden changes, these disruptions can be particularly overwhelming. What might be a minor inconvenience for a younger traveler, a misconnection, a language barrier, or a sudden change in weather, can quickly escalate into a crisis if you're not prepared. The danger lies not just in the disruptions themselves, but in the ripple effects they create. Without a plan, you may find yourself stranded in an unfamiliar place, unsure of where to turn for help. You might struggle to communicate your needs, access essential services, or navigate unfamiliar systems. The stress of these situations can take a toll on your physical and mental health, exacerbating existing conditions or leading to poor decision-making. And in the worst-case scenario, unpreparedness can put you in genuine danger, whether it's from exposure to the elements, financial exploitation, or even physical harm. To mitigate this risk, preparation is not just a practical necessity, it's a moral responsibility. This means taking the time to research your destination thoroughly, understanding its customs, laws, and potential risks. It means creating a detailed itinerary and sharing it with loved ones so someone knows where you are at all times. It means carrying copies of important documents such as your passport, travel insurance, and medical records, and storing them securely. It also means packing wisely, bringing essentials like medications, a first aid kit, and emergency supplies. And perhaps most importantly, it means cultivating a mindset of flexibility and resilience so you can adapt to unexpected challenges without losing your composure. By confronting the shadow of unpreparedness head-on, you not only protect yourself from harm, but also empower yourself to face the uncertainties of travel with confidence. Preparation is the bridge between chaos and order, between fear and freedom. It allows you to step into the unknown with your eyes wide open, ready to embrace the adventure while safeguarding the life you've worked so hard to build.